Hello everyone and welcome to episode 8 of the TEW9 Road to Glory save here on the channel in the C-Verse, as it is a doubleheader episode here as a little special 2-for-1, as we're going to run both Night of Sin 9 and Night of Sin 10 in this episode, because I feel like these two shows kind of go together flowingly into one another as far as big announcement at the end of, technically the end of the show, but really it'd be like another one where you just upload the announcement after the fucking actual show gets uploaded to YouTube type of thing, as it is going to be a huge announcement. Going to change the landscape of Sin City Grappling. As far as from that perspective, we'll get into that very shortly, because we can just get right into it. Really, nothing a whole lot to talk about what's going on. We are still, as far as 10,000 in the hole, but again, if we can make it to the end of the year, which we obviously will, I don't think we're going to go out of business by the time we get to the end of the year, but, we are getting bigger and bigger throughout each show, so that's obviously a very big plus. We're still a ways away as far as from getting to 17 now. That is the magic number. Hopefully we'll get to 7 after this show, so we'll only be 10 points away. And then we'll basically just kind of eyeballing how long it's going to take to get to 17, which, that should be 10 shows. So it'll be basically halfway through 2023 is when we should get to at least a jumping up in size from insignificant. So that's going to be nice, if that's the case. Maybe we'll even upgrade faster. Who knows? But I doubt it. But hey, you try to stay positive about these types of things. So, we don't need to give anybody the night off. We already did that, so we can just go ahead and skip that. They want us in San Diego. That will not be happening. We'll be at the Piper Casino yet again. 95 people, though. No pre-show incidents as well. Perfect. Again, we don't need to spend any of this. There's a locker room incident, though. God damn it. Pedro Mendoza about fought somebody outside in the casino. So that's just great. Had to be restrained beforehand. That's exactly what we need. As Roberto Ayala was obnoxious and eventually beat up Sergio Mendoza after the fight broke out. So we got a fight, which is funny because they're fighting on this show. They have a match. So that's pretty ironic as far as from that perspective. Hey, there we go. Kerry Fry and Tobias Bastio hanging out a lot recently. Something positive, finally. There we go. Alrighty. Yeah, we can't really inspire. I don't think the team bonding's gonna work. So we're just gonna do nothing. Alrighty. So 95 people, though, was pretty nice. Oh, yeah, we also added this from Idol, as far as Idol. I always loved his kind of skins as far as his additions and stuff. I just feel like this looks a whole lot better, so I'm glad I added that to the skin. As our focus for this show is basically, we saw, obviously, at the Kumite event, which very fun to do, the one-night tournament, which saw Jules Knight win the Kumite, the smallest motherfucker in there, beat 3 guys in one night, and he also beat Rob Edwards in the main event. So I feel like to now go shifting into an actual Sin City Grappling matchup, where the records are going to matter, the rankings are going to matter. We're going to have basically the 2 semifinals matchups of Jules Knight and Terry Roundtree and Pedro Mendoza and Rob Edwards tonight in a Sin City Grappling matchup. We're also going to have Rob Reynolds against Walter Tagg. We talked about the Roberto Ayala Sergio Mendoza matchup. Of course, Sergio trying to get some revenge after Roberto getting some revenge against the Mendoza brothers after they left him high and dry during the Sin City street fight. We'll also have Kato Morimasa, the return matchup here between these two men. Of course, they were on the very first show, had the time limit draw, then they had the return matchup on night 2, which saw Kato Morimasa get the win. The trilogy matchup. We'll see if Marcus Mahan can make it 1-1-1, or will Kato Morimasa get the win there. Also going to have Sugar Amano and Tobias Bastio as well on this card, so it's a pretty jam-packed card. It's like, wow, that's, we've never had 6 matches on one card, and there's a reason why it's going to be pretty short. Or pretty short. The reason why it's going to be actually a long card. But the main event will be Jules Knight and Terry Roundtree, though. We'll add the main event first, as it will be a time limit draw. So as far as we saw Jules Knight get the win in the Kumite bout, which again, it had to be more than 10 minutes, as far as it was key, as far as stoppage or submission. Now, time limit draw. Of course, they have the 1 rope break rule as well. As far as I felt like this was the best way to kind of protect both guys while also maybe building a potential return matchup. Awesome to see this again, because they did really well at the Kumite show. Of course, they had the best match on the card with a 53. So that's going to be a nice little main event, though Terry Roundtree is going to be upset. So Terry still hasn't lost in a Sin City matchup, but they will have 1 draw apiece there. Then Rob Edwards, Pedro Mendoza, again here. This time, though, my God, what a crazy matchup this is turning into, because all hell breaks loose towards the end. We see, as far as Sergio trying to distract Rob Edwards, which he does eventually do, and the ref's trying to get him the fuck out of here, because again, we're trying to eliminate these fucking interferences and whatnot. This is about pure wrestling. I guess you could say pure fucking combat at this rate, since it's a work shoot. But when Sergio comes out here, Roberto Ayala comes back out here to not only with Marcus Mahan coming out first, rather, we'll rewind that. So once Sergio comes out here to distract Rob Edwards and try to help his brother, Marcus Mahan, of course, one of the Aussies and one of the guys who's trying to right the wrongs of what the Mendoza brothers have been doing, comes out and stops Sergio. And while he's distracted, the Roberto Ayala comes from the crowd side as the ref is trying to get maintain order, get these guys the fuck out of here. He hits Pedro with a pipe, back of the head, gives Rob Edwards a chance to just basically, as he's knocked out, rain down punches in like a ground and pound scenario. The referee just stops it because he just can't defend himself. So a huge win for Rob Edwards, first of all, as he is now going to be 2-1. First loss for Pedro Mendoza. Of course, they had the draw in the actual last matchup they had at the Night of Sin 7. Of course, that was at the Sin City grappling matchup. But for the Kumite bout, of course, Rob Edwards beat Pedro Mendoza, so they were looking for a potential Mendoza win to make it 1-1-1 in the series, but instead, Rob wins, and he's up on the scorecard in the rivalry. But the big thing from this is I'll be, as far as with a announcement, as far as we'll go with announcement. Regarding Mendoza brothers and the Aussie talent. So, basically, what I'm gonna do is just, this will be basically me, suit and tie, trying to, be the messenger of Sin City grappling and telling everyone that with what has been going on with the Mendoza brothers, with the Aussie talent, the interferences, the brawling, the unsafe working environment that has been caused by this just hatred that's gone beyond competition, that's gone beyond seeing who's the toughest and who's the best in a grappling work shoot. Well, we wouldn't say work shoot, we just say a grappling contest. With what's happened, we've tried everything we can. We've let these guys blow off steam. They had their big no-rules street fight. We've even done a Kumite bout where it was the best of the best competing in a no-rules scenario, and now we're still seeing interferences. We've decided We've had enough. This has got to end. So we're going to make it a Stockton brawl. Just to make sure we see a winner. 2 of the Aussies. We'll let the Aussies pick, as far as from Marcus Mahan, Blackwell Bush, Michelle Bernard, Rob Edwards, whoever they want to be. All the Aussies. You pick your 2 guys, the Mendoza brothers. You come to fight at Night of Sin 10. Losers leave Sin City Grappling. Loser leaves town, pretty much, obviously, there. As far as I feel like this would be a fun gimmick to do. It's always nice to do, as far as loser leaves town stiffs, but obviously the locker room is in a bit of a disarray, and I could see where this is kind of positive for both sides of it. If the Mendoza brothers lose, we unfortunately lose out on some local talent. We lose out on pretty good talent in Pedro Mendoza, but Sergio is pretty bad. He has not won a match yet, so that's not been great. We'll see what happens as far as from a perspective of having what will probably be, as far as whoever picks from the Aussies, though, they're fighting for themselves, in that each and every Aussie is going to be in full force of support, of wanting the Aussie talent to win. So it's bringing the roster together from their perspective, but also, if they lose, my God, we're losing 4 or 5 talent pieces, and going with the Mendoza brothers and staying more local. So it's kind of taking 2 different mindsets of what we want to do, and we're picking a side, which side we're going with, type of thing. So, that should be nice to see, as far as, me cutting a promo, I guess. Again, just kind of, let's just have to be the segment host, because I feel like that, again, makes more sense. It's not it's not really a promo, it's more of making an announcement. So, yeah, we'll go, technically it should be the subject of the video, so we'll see. Never mind. Yeah, that's... never mind. Let's see. Again, yeah, we'll just go with non-speaking appearance. So Sergio, Pedro, Marcus Mahan, Blackwell Bush. Oh, god damn it. Because, yeah, those guys... Because Blackwell Bush isn't here tonight. So, we'll go with Rob Edwards. Oh, yeah, and I think Michelle Bernard's not here either. Yeah, he's not. Damn. Let's see. Yeah, we're fine here on that. As far as I don't think we need to give any storyline victories or anything like that. So backstage, technically, it would be, we're going to go hype. So we're hyping up. It's getting pre-taped. See if we can do that. Ah, damn it. Of course. I always forget that we can't do that. Yeah, be alive. God damn it, we can't even do it outside broadcast, so it would technically be backstage, but really it's just somewhere with a desk. It's somewhere in the casino where I could just have this promo be done. But yeah, as far as it's 3 minutes, pretty straightforward. So loser leaves town. Well, I guess technically it's scripted, because I know what I want to say, but it'd really just be more bullet points. It wouldn't be fully scripted out, so we'll just go with that. So yeah, that is, of course, a huge announcement there. Changing of the roster, shake-up, if you will, no matter what happens there. We'll then go with Rob Reynolds and Walter Tagg. 1 minute flash knockout here. Basically, Rob Reynolds gets just mauled by Walter Tagg here. Bell rings. Rob Reynolds is trying to take a slow approach, but the big bad wolf and Walter Tag just destroys him. Absolutely destroys him. The knockout here, because again, Walter Tag is 260, 266. Rob Reynolds is like 215, 220. Yeah, at 5'9", too. So he's a little small feller compared to Walter Tag. And we haven't really had like a flash kind of knockout like this. I feel like this is a cool idea to do it. I was hoping there'd be like a flash knockout kind of choice, but I don't think so. But yeah, that's why, again, there's more matches than usual, because we're going to have a fucking flash knockout moment on the show. Then we'll go with Kato and Marcus Mayhem, which Marcus Mayhem will, in fact, beat Kato Muramasa, so we do, in fact, see the trilogy there. Oh, yeah. Steph. Oh, yeah. I always forget. I gotta go over here. Nigel Sevens. Fantastic. Sugar Amano and Tobias Bastio. Both guys 1 and 2. As far as 1 win, 2 losses. Felt like this would be a great way to make it to where someone's got to be potentially either 500 or, you get the draw to make a 1-2-1. But Tobias Bastio does get the win, so he's 2 and 2 now, which is great for him. Opening contest, though. Sergio Mendoza finally gets a win. It's because of a DQ, though, as Roberto Ayala does not break the rope break. Referee's got to call it. And he is trying to injure Sergio Mendoza here. The rage that this motherfucker has after what the Mendoza brothers did to him, leaving him high and dry to get his fucking ass beat on a 3-on-1. Not a fan of that. And he lets it be known there. So finally, he gets his first win to Sergio Mendoza, but funny enough, it's obviously because somebody hated him so much that he wouldn't let go of the hold and wouldn't break the submission. So there is that. We'll see how that finish does, though, as far as with the DQ finish. So yeah, everybody, just Terry Roundtree is unhappy. Gary Fry, we could have sent home, but that's all right. Figured maybe potentially someone was going to ask to work tonight. Which hasn't happened yet, but one time. And we didn't even get to use him because obviously he was a luchador. But I like the show. I really do. I think it's going to be a solid show. I think it's going to get us back to where we were previously with some of our shows. Because we haven't really been in the 50s in a hot minute. We were there, those like nights 4 and 5, of course, were great. And night 3 even got a 50. So hoping we can get back to that with this show. I really do believe that main event's going to deliver. We'll see, though. So let's run it. As, oh boy, 25 here. Yeah, they did not like the finish. Figured so. So the segment rating of 5, which is definitely, I think, the worst thing we've had so far. Kind of crazy, got the show off to a strong start with a 5. Insane. Crowd did not like that, though. That was 11. Ooh, a 7. Even got worse. As Tobias Bastio with the guillotine over Sugar Amano in 8:23. Sugar Amano did outperform him, so wrong guy probably wasn't there, but Tobias Bastio, the scary scientist, gets the win in that affair. Damn, a 39 here is Kato Muramasa and Marcus Mahan. Damn, Marcus Mahan was off his game, but the Katashime for the Judokan in Marcus Mahan. Beating Kato here, making it 1-1-1, maybe down the line. Maybe that 4th fight to see who will in fact win in the rivalry between those two men. But 2-2-1 for Marcus Mahan now. So he's got, he's at 500, plus the draw kind of throws, well, I guess you can say that doesn't really factor in as far as with that regard. Knocked him out in 39 seconds here. Does Walter Tag. I'm happy that this got 36, this got a 36, yeah, but they don't click, which is kind of funny, it going 39 seconds. The flash knockout, love it. Love it. Basically, the idea, it wouldn't be maybe the first strike. Probably what would happen is Rob Reynolds is trying to take it slow, but Walter Tag just barrel rolls through him. I mean, collides through him, back of his head hits the turnbuckle, so he's loopy after just basically bull rushing him into the buckle. He hits him with a just devastating. I kind of want him to do a ground strike. Like, just a fucking stomp right to the head, or maybe even just something. Maybe back of the head, or just something to where, I don't know, that kind of would be anticlimactic, though, in a way. So maybe after he, hits the back of his head, Walter Tag picks him back up, and then does either, like, a burning lariat, or even a, mafia kick, something to where he just destroys him, and then he's knocked out again, as far as, or really in that case, there might even be a situation where maybe just have the bull rush be the finish, because technically, if he hit him so hard while he's knocked out, realistically speaking, he might potentially wake him back up, which happens from time to time, as we saw in the Brian Ortega Diego Lopez fight, where Diego dropped him and then hit him again, and it woke him back up. So we could have went either way with that direction. That's a fun finish, though. There's a 38 for our next matchup. Boy, this show did not deliver as much as I would have hoped, as it's our 38 here. A lot of interference, of course, but Rob Edwards gets the win after the knockout. Not the knockout shot, after the pipe shot from Roberto Ayala onto Pedro Mendoza. And then our main event, though, there we go, 51, exactly what we wanted. We had this be the Steelers show matchup because I thought it was going to be the best thing on the card, and it absolutely was. A draw for both men as the Kumite winner goes the distance with Terry Roundtree as the Sandman hangs on. Roundtree did outperform him, which I figured so, but I love that was the main event there. Boy, oh boy, that stunk, though. Brutal. Brutal. We probably should have these guys be off screen, too. I was an idiot to not do that, but oh well. As, because we would probably, like, just show footage of what's been happening as I'm talking, too, at the same time, so maybe we could work with that. Anyways, but yeah, we increased our popularity, so we did our job. 48, so we got close to what I wanted to do. Yeah, we'll definitely be putting over Jules and Scary Terry, because those guys pretty much carried the show. It's a great job there. Yeah, lost about 1,000 again, 1,500. Actually, a little more, 1,700. The workers, though, for 1,500. Man, the bonuses and perks was more than the pay. So just, yeah, again, still bringing in guys from Japan. Ah, shit. Still at 6. Didn't need that. Did not need that. But now we go to see how the loser leaves town Stockton Brawl matchup will be. As far as will the Stockton natives get the win, much like they did in their debut when they kicked the shit out of some talent to make their presence felt and they're known on the scene of Sin City Grappling. Will that be the way they leave Sin City Grappling, or will they beat the Aussies and the Aussies got to go? We shall see. Alrighty, so for night 10, as far as we before we get into the show, we will look through the locker room, since, of course, we're going to have a shit done. As we have a Wrestler's Court, as it's Ray Cavalero, as far as he's brought for Wrestler's Court, accused of spending way too much time in front of the mirror, admiring himself. That's pretty hilarious for a company like this, where we're trying to have some bad motherfuckers in here that are just some people that would not do anything like this. But I guess Ray Cavalera, he's looking at that mustache and admiring his work. Oh, wow. As Walter Tag and John Snyder got into a fight, they had to be pulled apart. We don't have any of these guys booked for a fight tonight. We can make that happen, though. Especially after Walter Tag's incredible win, as far as knocking out Rob Reynolds in 39 seconds. So, yeah, we can make that happen. Ah, cool. The Mendoza brothers were picking on Goro Hatamoto, and a fight almost broke out. Just great. Just great. Oh, yeah, we'll inspire everybody. How about that? Hey, got the crowd got everybody buzzing backstage, so that's cool. So yeah, well, I'm just gonna add the Walter Tag, John Snyder, as far as matchup here. So, I did not change the, Walter Tag is 2-1 right now. and not 1-on-1. As for him and John Snyder, though, it's a fun match, actually, as far as they had a match at night 3, so a rematch as well. They just got into a fight backstage. Yeah, Walter Tagg going to keep it going with a win here over John Snyder, so he gets a win again, and he will be 3-1 off of that. So, and we can have a potential trilogy matchup too with between these two men. But 9 minutes, I think, might be a little bit too much time. Maybe go 6 minutes. I kind of want him to be built. I don't know, though. At the same time, though, John Snyder is pretty big. Yeah, he's 6'4", 247, so it's not like he's a small guy. But that part of me kind of wanted him to be our big monster for a little bit and just was running through guys with it, as far as first minute, under a minute, 2 minute, knockouts with the Mafia kick and the spinning Mafia kick, too. Maybe we'll do that. Spinning Mafia kick in about 2 minutes. Just catches John Snyder. Because, Snyder, because he does the arm lock, the cross arm bar when he, grabs the guy's wrist after he's trying to throw a punch. So maybe Tag fakes, goes for, a right cross or a right hook, and Snyder grabs his wrist, but Walter Tagg knows he's going to grab his wrist. So he can even sweep the leg or just counter into a, pull him in close type of thing, where just he's using his weight to bring him in, and he does a big ass, as far as maybe a belly to belly, or even, probably a belly to belly, and then as Snyder gets drilled with that, Walter Tagg goes, runs into, from a buckle side, any type of corner side, into a spinning Mafia kick onto John Snyder, back of the head, too, to really lay it on him, getting the knockout win. As, Walter Tagg, trying to make a name for himself here. Yeah, John Snyder, a little unhappy about the finish, but I like it, though. I like it. Maybe 3 minutes. Round it up a little bit. So, Ray Cavallero, Michel Bernard, as Cavallero's going to beat Michel Bernard here. This one was a tough one, because again, I wanted this one 1-2-1, 1-2, both guys, again, trying, at least for, trying to get to 500. Cavallero gets the win here. This is a first-time meeting, though, so we do have that, at least, as an advantage. Cavallero getting the win, I'm not sure, though. Michel Bernard's probably going to outperform him, but I think that's actually going to open up the show. Then we'll have Nigel Stevenson and Kiyoshi Kawamura. This was the first main event on the first night. Nigel Stevenson lost to Kiyoshi Kawamura because I thought Kawamura was going to be the guy, a guy that had legit MMA background experience. I fought, what do you have, 10 fights, I think? Oh, wow, he had more than 10 fights. 21 fights. I was sure he had a losing record, but fuck. Brother is the man. It's kind of crazy, though. He's making $210 a show? When the fuck did that happen? God damn. That's insane. Wow, I didn't know that went up. That's crazy. Wow, so Yoshi Kawamura has a crazy-ass contract right now. But Nigel Stevenson getting the win there, as Nigel, I believe, will now jump up to as far as up. Didn't mean it. I wish it'd show this in a bigger screen when I click on the failure, but he'll be 2-1. Another thing I want to do as far as both guys, again, trying to get to 500. So Nigel Stevenson gets it. Kiyoshi Kawamura, in fact, making it 1-3. A 3-fight losing streak for Kawamura. We could maybe have Snyder, let's actually swap that out, back-to-back there. On that, Nigel Stevenson should do pretty well, though. Kerry Fry and Corey Hanamoto. This is going to be a win for Kerry Fry. Going to beat Hanamoto, as that will be 1-2 for Hanamoto and 3-2 for Kerry Fry, who's done very well for himself now with being above 500. 6-minute contest as well. In that regard, I think it's going to be a good match, so we'll put it actually as the co-main. And the main event, the Stockton Brawl, as it will be Marcus Mayhem and Blackwell Bush against the Mendoza brothers for it all. The only way this ends, leave the ring or get knocked out. And Blackwell Bush is going to knock out Pedro. And once Pedro gets knocked out, Sergio just grabs his brother and they tail it out of there. He doesn't want to go 2-on-1 against Mayhem and Blackwell. So, obviously, Mendoza brothers, they had their time in the sun, but just backstage-wise, they're brutal, and they're not worth it, to be honest. Not worth the time and the energy and the just the bad juju that they're giving off to everybody. But as far as, John Snyder alone happy, we still have some guys that we could book as far as for tonight, because we still got some time to make it 6. Because, so night 10, obviously we got it all pre-booked. We'll have nights 11 and 12, and then I have something special for night 13 of Sin, so just kind of thinking ahead to that. As far as, let's just see here. Because, everybody basically that was used on August the 8th, the last show, obviously. We, the Scary Terry is still neutral. Rob Reynolds, of course, got, the shocking knockout. Kind of want to have him and Ayala, or even him and Bastio. That could work. Something for him to maybe, as far as sink his teeth into, to get back into kind of the good graces of the fans after getting shockingly knocked out like that. Rob Reynolds. Because part of me also kind of wanted him to maybe even not be on the show to kind of put over the injury. Or put over the severity of the knockout. I thought about that too. Scary Terry. Of course, main eventing already. Trying to think. We'll do him and Tobias Bastio. Kind of like that. It's a fun bout. Bastio's 2-2. Roundtree is, of course, 2-0-1 now, obviously. Because, obviously Tobias was 1-2 for the Sugar match, but now he is 2-2. That's another reason why I didn't want to have some of the guys that were on that final show, or the last show we just ran. But Scary Terry's going to get the win. It's Scary Terry versus the Scary Scientist, too. So it just kind of writes itself. Steal the show here. Scary Terry's going to get the win. I'm not sure if he's going to win the Scary Hour, or just kind of let the game decide kind of what's going to happen there. I like the card, though. Again, we're going huge on the card. We're in on money-wise. Oh, my God, 1,620. I mean, these... Oh, my God, yeah. Okay. I was about to say, the contract. My God, I'm making $160 a show? What are we doing? I want to be the least paid guy on the show. God damn. Can I edit my contract? I feel like that's not cheating. I mean, Jesus. In-game editor, contracts, all the way down. Here we go. $160. That's fucking crazy. $10. Actually, $1. What are we doing? That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Did it change? Yes, it did. Okay. I'm making a $1. That's all I need. That's all I need. Because I'm getting the revenue from the channel as far as even though there probably wouldn't be any. We probably wouldn't even have enough money for revenue on that. So that's kind of funny to think about. Because we wouldn't even have 1,000 subscribers to. Or has the rules changed though? I don't know. Fuck it. As far as we'll take some of the sponsorship money or something. All right. Who knows? But either way, we're in the red anyways, so it doesn't matter. But let's go back. We're still, didn't save a whole lot with that. That's that is tough. We also gonna have one more person than last night, or last show rather, as it was what 95. Yeah, well I have 96 for this show. But yeah, we're good to go now as far as to run the. I thought about doing Scary Terry and Device Bastion in the main event because I just don't trust this match here. But yeah, Stockton Brawl. We'll go 11 minutes just to make it different a little bit. There we go. Oh, alrighty. Yeah, we should be good to go. Yeah, 33 for the opening contest. Ray Cavallero with a full Nelson over Michel Bernard. Yeah, Cavallero completely got outperformed. Had a feeling that was going to happen. Should have changed it to Michel Bernard getting the win there. Keelan Shikawa losing to Nigel Sevenson with the hyperextended arm lock in 7 minutes. Great win for Sevenson, and he's been tremendous for us, making that 2-2-1. Pretty solid record for Nigel Sevenson. 45 here for Snyder and Walter Tagg, as Walter Tagg knocks him out with the spinning Mafia kick. 2 straight knockouts in under 3 minutes for him. 3-1 in the record books right now as well. The Big Bad Wolf is making a pretty solid run right now. And then a 42 for Kerry Fry and Goro Hanamoto. Wow, Goro was rusty. That is crazy that he hasn't been used that much, that he is rusty at this point. I mean, we had 100 people actually. Wow, so we broke 100. For night 10, I feel like that's pretty special. But yeah, 42. Of course, this is not the 10th show we've done, but this is the 11th show, because, with the Kumite card. But yeah, as far as... We're having a pretty good show right now. The segments are going pretty well. Now, a great matchup here with Terry Roundtree and Tobias Bastio. Arm triangle from Terry Roundtree in 8:22 chokes out the Scary Scientist, and he is now 3-1, while Tobias Bastio is 2-3. So he was 500 for a hot cup of coffee for 1 month, but maybe he'll bounce back and get a win and be 3-3. Which is kind of crazy. He's had 6 bouts in 10 shows. So yeah, he's been used quite a bit. Hey, the Stockton Brawl actually went pretty well. So yeah, Blackwell Bush knocking out Pedro Mendoza. First man to knock him out. And Sergio says fuck that shit, even though he's now, he would have been 1-2 at that rate after winning off of a DQ. But Blackwell Bush getting the win. Of course, this is Stockton Brawl, so no official scorecard on the record book. It's unsanctioned. But we see a finish of the Mendoza brothers heading on out of here. And I feel like that's going to be the best thing for the roster. Good show, man. I'm very, very pleased with that. Just the opening contest. If Michel Bernard beat Ray Cavallero instead, this probably would have been like an all 40-50 affair tonight. But 100 people, night 10 of Sin. Unfortunately, again, I don't think we're going to gain any popularity. Maybe we will. Again, putting over Scary Terry. And I want to put over Blackwell Bush. I thought he was great tonight. As far as from... Nice win for him. Good shit. Yeah. Again, still losing about $1,000. Man, $1,000 in bonuses and perks. Yeah, just travel pay, man. Again, just crazy. Ticket sales, though. $400. Not bad. $20 for merch. We got $420. Nice. We almost covered the show cost. So basically, we just had a net loss of marketing in the workers' contracts. There we go. We're up to 7. So at least we have that going for us. Perfect. So yeah, as far as we're going into the fall, we're basically at fall. As far as going into it now, as far as September 13th. But we've had 11 shows. We've had good matches. We've not seen, as far as maybe the best of what we can offer as of late. But I think now with the change and the shift of now getting rid of Sergio Mendoza as, where's their contract? Actually, we should probably release Pedro first so he's not upset with us. Because if someone's going to be upset with us, it's going to be Sergio. There we go. So, yeah. Travel is paid for as far as... Again, I don't think we really need that. Can we renegotiate and take travel off of that? Because that would be huge if we can, but I don't... Yeah, we can't really change it anyways. Travel costs not covered. Perfect. There we go. Yeah, we'll just have to do that for now, the guys that are based in the Southwest. So, yeah. Well, actually, I think we're going to make a good ton of money now with that change. I didn't even think about doing that because I thought, oh, it wouldn't matter. But yeah, if we take the travel out of this, we're going to be just fine. Going to make... I don't know if we're ever going to make money this first year because it's going to be very, very tough. But we're still only 13,000 in the hole. Not terrible. We're 11 shows in. As far as still our best shows and our best matches, as far as hasn't really changed. So we haven't really had to go to the spreadsheet as far as to do a roll or anything. Because the next roll will probably be when we end out the first year, if I had to guess. But yeah, top event still night 4 of Sin, 55 there. I'm glad we got out of the 39 and 34 range. We're back into the green. We just, again, night 10 and 9, 48, 47. It's kind of what our benchmark has been as of late. That's been nice. Again, Rob Reynolds, Jules Knight, still been the best thing for night 4. But yeah, I mean, Pedro Mendoza, even though he's a part of some big matches for us, mainly it's because of the other guys in that matchup on nights 4 and 5. Scary Terry as well, and Roberto Ayala as well. I think just the roster itself, morale wasn't great, but now I think morale should be a little bit better, hopefully. Let's take a look. I'm still very poor. Yeah, we still got guys that are not so great influences. So, yeah, we're just trying anything and everything. Yeah, poor financials. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if we can swing this to go our way, because there's a lot of talented motherfuckers as far as that are just unhappy, unfortunately. So we'll see how that gets worked out, if we can fix it. I'm hoping we can. We'll see, though, as yeah, we'll catch you guys next time for night 11 of Sin, as yeah, we'll just probably do night 11 by itself, so no doubleheader for the next episode, but we'll be back to Night of Sin. No Mendoza brothers. It's going to be a change and shift to a lot more just straight up one-on-one, who's the better man type of contest.